Okay, we're back on the practice field this week after a week of finals. Our players have been very excited to get back out there. We focused on our young guys pretty much so far, trying to keep our old guys fundamentally sound. We'll transition into Florida State later in the week, but overall I really like their attitude and their willingness to get better. On another note, very excited that we signed 3 junior college players today. Starts with the #1 player in junior college, DeQuil Williams, a wide receiver from Gulf Coast Community College. Dynamic player, can run, catch, do all the things it takes to be a great receiver. Offensive lineman Xavier Dampier from Copiah Lincoln, got the ability to play center, guard, just a big, strong kid. And then safety Derek Moncrief from Gulf Coast Community College, a big physical guy that can tackle and has very good cover skills. So what's happened this morning, and we got to practice later on this afternoon.
Questions?
Coach, 2 of the 4 Heisman Trophy finalist quarterbacks you guys have played and beaten. How do you think facing A.J. McCarron, Johnny Manziel, or even Aaron Murray has helped you prepare for Jameis Winston? I know they're different quarterbacks.
Well, you're exactly right. We have faced some dynamic quarterbacks. They're all a little bit different, but won a lot of games. I hope that will help us. Obviously, we're playing the Heisman Trophy winner, the best player in college football, so we got our work cut out for us. But anytime you play other good quarterbacks, it's got to help.
Coach, everybody's talking about how good of an athlete Jameis Winston is, a 2-sport star, but Nick Marshall back in high school, quite the basketball star himself. I saw a 360 windmill dunk on his highlight tape. What have you seen from him as an athlete?
Yeah, when we signed him, we knew he was a good athlete. Just transition that over to the quarterback position. And, I think you can see that once he gets out in space and one-on-one situations, he's extremely hard to tackle. And he's very tough. He's a very good athlete, but he's very tough. And he's really impressed us this year.
Coach, can you talk about how Trey Mason's developed as running back as the season's gone on? It's a great performance.
Yeah, Trey has gotten more confident each game. I mean, he was pretty confident coming into the year. We knew he was a very solid run back. And it just seems like he started playing his best football when we played our best opponents, and really wanted the ball. A lot of hard yards between the tackle. Just was a true physical presence, and got better. And he's playing his best ball right now, and we'll need another great effort from him this next game.
You guys hit a lot in the spring. How much did that help you going forward and instilling the kind of attitude you want, especially on the offensive line? Yeah,
in the spring, we were as physical as we could be, every day. And we just felt like it was very important that we got our edge back. And we were very physical in fall camp too. And, we were a little banged up going into the year, but we just felt like that's what we needed. That's who Auburn is. And we're probably the only team in the country that actually let our quarterbacks go live in the fall too. And so that really helped us get where we're at. And that's who we are.
When you say who Auburn is, how did you determine that philosophy? Is it something you figured out when you were here the first time?
Yeah, when I was here before. Auburn's a blue-collar, hard-nosed, physically and mentally tough. That's who we are, and that's how we win football games here. And that's how they've done it for a long time. And we just felt like that was the one thing we had to get back, and that's what we focused on.
Can you talk about the offensive line? Because to put numbers up like you have in the running game, you got to have an offensive line that wins in the trenches.
Yeah, we knew going into the season our offensive line was going to be one of our strengths, and they got better and better. Started to gel. Coach J.B. Grimes did a wonderful job with them. The unique thing is we're fairly deep. We've got a lot of depth there, and anytime you have depth, it creates competition. And we've stayed pretty healthy up front too. I think that's a big factor. But anytime you can run the football and people know you're going to run the football against the defenses that we had, that we went against, the offensive line deserves a lot of credit.
Is there, other than being in this game before, is there any better preparation for BCS championship than this Iron Bowl the way that was, and then the SEC championship game?
Yeah, I think if you look at our entire schedule, I'd like to think we're battle tested. We've been in some true dogfight games. We've been in some games where the pressure was on the road, at home, and our guys have responded. And you know, in big games, I know they're not going to panic. And so I got to believe that that'll help us moving forward.
With Delvin Klein and Reese, how has he kind of evolved as a leader from his freshman year until now?
Reese? Yeah, Reese is one of our overall team leaders. You know, him and Chris Davis go out for our coin flips as our team captains, you know, each game. But he's a leader in practice. He's an extension of his coaches. He demands that the other offensive players practice at a high level. And that's what it takes. I mean, to have a championship type team, you've got to have leaders that really raise the bar for the rest of their teammates. It can't just be coaches.
Gus, Florida State leads the nation in interceptions. You commented the other night on their speed across the board, but just can you comment on what you see as a challenge going up against their secondary? It's obviously just so good against the pass.
Yeah, they're extremely fast. Their defensive backs, you can tell, have very good ball skills. And then they've had the ability to get big leads on people and make them throw the football. And, you know, when they know that you're going to throw it, they're very good at it.
What is it about Lamarcus Joyner that makes him such a top-end cornerback?
Yeah, he tackles well. He plays very good on the line of scrimmage, near the line of scrimmage. He covers well. You know, he's just one of the top players defensively in the country.
What do you know about Jeremy Pruitt?
Jeremy Pruitt's an all-high school coach, and you know, I've got a chance to coach against him a couple times when he was at Alabama. Talked to him numerous times, got a lot of respect for him. You know, the high school coaches kind of stick together a little bit.
Coach, how much is